Hello everyone, this is Mark 3 and welcome back to another session in the Giant Stumpy Robot Simulator. Giant Stumpy Robot Simulator. I don't know why I was hesitating. By which I mean, of course, MWO Online. Last video we took a black night out and I explained my story of how it was the one that really kind of broke the ground for me in terms of light PPCs. Sadly, that is not relevant today. This is not a mech that's done that. In fact, honestly, before today, it's one of the ones that was gathering dust. I try to avoid crabs in general since they have some consumable slot-based bonuses, which is like things I don't use. And this one in particular had enough XP to purchase a single skill point, which means I've used it like once or twice tops. So, yeah, a bit of an oddball. But why have I picked this one? Well, this is a CRB-20, and after the Black Knight video, which is why I mentioned it, I had a hankering to bring out like a dedicated laser platform. So I was looking around, trying to figure one out. I almost picked my Hunchback, like the one I tried to use the heavy Gauss rifle on. Oddly enough, it has okay-ish bonuses towards mounting some binary lasers. So yeah. And by okay-ish, my main criteria was like heavy energy laser mech. I want heat reduction priority #1. Rather than making the lasers more efficient, I just want them to not overload the mech so much because lasers tend to burn hot. So anyway, laid out this CRB-20. This one is configured with an endo steel chassis, a double heat sinks, and standard armor plating. The engine is a light 225. Yes, a non-standard engine on a crab. I am Mark 3, you insane person. What are you doing? I will explain. Right, continuing onwards though. In support equipment we have an additional 6 double heat sinks, because, you know, heavy energy loadout. Backup weaponry is a triad of ER smalls mounted in the centerline slots, and the primary guns are a pair of binary lasers. Yeah, I was focusing lasers, you know what, I kind of like binaries for their spacious efficiency and raw damage output, so looking for a mech to put binaries on. And that's part of the reason I was looking for mechs which have like a heat reduction. This mech is actually on the higher end of that, which is it offers a bonus of standard and ER laser duration of 10%, energy heat minus 10%, and it does offer an IS medium laser range bonus of 15, which I've ignored. I am getting slightly muddled on my explanation, sorry. Anyway, yes, energy heat minus 10%. Doesn't sound like a lot. There are some mechs that offer more specialized ones, like you can get up to like maybe 20-25% on 1 or 2 mechs, but finding 10% in a decent slot layout on a mech that is not a light mech, that's kind of significant because energy heat is a bonus. Well, heat in general is a bonus that gets scarcer and scarcer the heavier you go. So there's not many mechs that really possess much of it beyond like 5%, which I didn't want to settle on, so I did that. Also of note though is another standard thing for the crab is a plus 15% to maximum heat capacity. So crabs specifically, they overload a bit more rarely than other mechs because they can just take their heat better. I feel like I made an absolute hash of that explanation. Anyway, I did mention I'd explain why I call myself mad for using a light engine on a crab. Well, crab has a very... let me bring that back up for you, give me column mode. Right, center torso, light, right and left side torsos. So it's like, this mech is very narrow profile, and it also has one of the rare traits of having plentiful weapon slots, usually in its head and center torso mounts. So this is a mech that could operate in a zombie playstyle. What is a zombie playstyle? A zombie playstyle is when basically all you've got left is, well, it's also called being a stick, which is like you've got a leg or 2, well, that's optional. You've got at least 1 leg, your CT and your head. You've lost your side torsos, you've lost your arms. but you are still able to fight to a certain degree. That is a rare trait, and most mechs can't really do much with that, but crabs usually can actually do more, so they often get seen with standard engines. But in my case, my primary guns are binary lasers in the arms, because you can't fit one of them in a center torso. So, with that in mind, if I lose both my arms, I've lost all my heating, I'd have lost my primary guns. I don't mind being knocked out with my ER smalls, so that I went for a light 225 engine. So both side torsos will kill me. One won't, both will. Worth noting, alternate variation of this mech is you can swap it out to a standard 225. You'll have to sacrifice a couple of heat sinks, and then you could actually fit like light ferro armor. So a slight variation there. Worse cooling, more survivability, and more last stand survivability. The Crab isn't really known for its armor protection. Its armor is kind of middling for a medium mech. It's not bad, it's not super great either, so, you know, it's going to do okay. But, that said, a Crab is actually a fairly low-slung mech, fairly small, fairly compact. So it's a little energy mech that can sometimes do good things if it's relatively ignored. Also, it usually offers plentiful hard points as well, so that is worth noting. Most often you see it with like a bunch of mediums, or with sometimes PPCs, you know, that kind of thing, but it's like, it's a dedicated, thoroughbred energy mech. Through and through. I don't think there's even a variant that actually can fit something else. I'm curious, I'm going to have a look real quick. Give me the Crab line. Nope. Nope. That's a C variant. The Florentine can carry actually ballistics and missiles. Oh wow, how unusual! Ballistics in the arms. Oh, this Crab's a baby version of the King Crab. Same kind of loadout. Because this is the kind of thing a King Crab does. One torso having energy, other having missiles, and the arms having ballistics. That's the normal King Crab loadout. So Florentine looks basically a baby King Crab at half the weight. Interesting. Don't see any specific bonuses though. So anyway, let's leave it at that. I'm not going to be browsing around other ones. This is a little Crab. One of my less used mechs. Don't have any good stories attached to it. But yes. Let's see how this little binary laser toting machine will do. I'm kind of hopeful about this, even though I don't use pure laser mechs much anymore. Even when I used to, I bogged them down with so many heat sinks just to make sure they could run ice cold. It's just like, Oh, forgot to mention. With these heat sinks and the weapons, the cooling rate is 1.3, not too bad. It even reaches like 1.4 or so with just the binaries firing. It can't fire continuously, but it's enough for salvos. Anyway, moving on. Match number 1. Well, that was interesting. I've never had that kind of arrival before. I arrived before the dropships did. Weird. There was no weapons online system online. Okay, I think I know why. This is like I'm not sure what this map is. It's some kind of Colosseum map. However, I know where it's from. I have played this map previously. The game was a skirmish, so kill all the things. But I think this is actually an old Solaris match map, but it's been repurposed as a multiplayer map. So it was never meant to have dropships and things, and that's why my loading was a bit buggy. Kind of weird.
Quiet. Too quiet.
It's duck season.
Contact
Alright, so yeah, this is like the Solaris maps are meant to be like for one or small team matches in a gladiatorial arena kind of thing, even more so than the normal mech warrior matches. I think I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. I want to wait for my rest of the team. So yeah, this is going to be one of those
Contact close, Delta 5.
exceedingly rare things where I didn't get the whole thing. I mean, I start recording specifically as like weapons online, systems online, blah blah blah, all that stuff, because it's like it's part of the immersion.
Acquired.
And this time I just teleported in at low orbit. I didn't know BattleTech had teleport technology, but apparently it does. Okay, what's my max range? It's about 960 meters is my maximum effective range for my blazers, so kind of out of range. I'm not super familiar with Solaris, but I played a few matches of it back when it first came out. That's what's going on here. Anyway, another mech I almost brought out for this particular video was a Panther. I was poking back and forth trying to find things out. I was also considering maybe buying a new mech, like a Wolverine or even a trench bucket. Someone's trying to coordinate.
Start punching through box 4 to Echo 5 and Delta 6.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna back you up.
Target spotted.
so that's actually Wolverines and trench buckets with really decent heat bonuses. No, I'm listening to my teammates.
With me to Echo 4, but slowly low ground and start pushing them on their flank. Because they seem pretty isolated to Echo 5, Delta 6.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Gotta remember though, these aren't ER lasers. I don't have super range with them. This is like barely enough to tickle them.
New target
You two folks
acquired.
there on the border of Delta 4, Echo 4, punch up into Echo 4 and support me and other dude here. We're right on their flank, and they are super distracted.
Okie doke. Marching orders given. Moving forwards. I do like to move with beefy guys, so yeah, remember, I'm a little bit small, a little bit squashed.
Punch up this hillside and swarm this thing.
I also like the mechs on the legs on this crap. Like mechs and legs on it. It's like quite distinctive. I think conceivably that might be a real life design that could pop up at some point. That's going to keep on moving up forward. I have my binaries for massive burst damage. I just
Bravo CT.
Target
New
spotted.
target
Punch back
acquired.
CT. Golf.
I don't like how close we're getting.
Roll 3 or should be over.
Dropping already on Delta 5, that group there.
Bushwhacker.
New target acquired.
This map has so much verticality to it. Oh, jeez.
Okay.
I'm also trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'm not entirely sure myself.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Oh, yep. See what I mean about lack of armor? I just took a massive hit there.
New target acquired.
Grand Dragon trying to be kind of sneaky and push up. That's okay. The enemy is starting to win a little bit though. Oop. And my side torso just ate a bunch of damage. Yeah, as I said, this crap is not exactly durable. It's not meant to be. Don't get me wrong though, it's...
Target destroyed.
Actually, it's not like I'm super familiar with the lore with either.
Alpha acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Just doing a bit of a mess. How are you doing over there?
We lost half our force. Can't lose any more soldiers. .5% of the
New
enemies
target
are
acquired.
eliminated. We've taken critical losses. We need your support.
Someone's beside me, don't like
Right
that.
torso destroyed. Center torso critical damage.
Which
And crunch.
We'll get him next time.
That was okay. I think our actual problem was we were spreading out a bit too much. We spread out, they decided to roll up one side of our line. So we tried to flank, we turned into a circle, they focused and splat.
Come in. Control the surface.
360 dealt, decent. 439. You see, I was killed by my side torsos going, but the situation I was in, and how quickly my arm was melting. Having my CT survive a bit longer wouldn't have helped much. My CT was also kind of getting chewed up too, so not too bad. I'm satisfied with the performance, but I think this is just a map that was recycled to try and expand the list of maps for regular matchmaking. So, not quite perfect. Match number 2, here we go.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Today seems to be a little bit jumpy. Oh wait, was that the new Black Knight that came out? It is! The new legendary Black Knight having a massive arm shield. Some of these legendaries are a bit silly. The Centurion with a massive arm shield got a lot of flack, so I imagine that Black Knight is probably in for a bit of ribbing
What are you running
itself.
on your Reaper, buddy?
3 large bolts.
Another one?
5 mediums.
Oh god. That thing's nasty.
Yeah, Arctic Cheetah dropped in your back, Warhammer. Turn around, we got to take care of him.
I admit the armor might be nice, but
My boys,
Actually-
lock targets, that'd be great.
Spotted.
there's something
Target.
below and behind an Arctic Cheetah. Okay. Anyway, I was thinking about wish list of things for this mech. Like I mentioned, I struggled to pick out a mech out for this particular video.
Spotted.
Mark target is an Arctic Cheetah down there.
Heat,
Looks like there's at least
Energy
two
heat.
down there.
it's with laser specific heat. That's the order. I used Alpha Shipyard,
You are-
Alpha Mech Lab to try and figure it out.
UV up, Warhammer, above you. They got locks, they can't take it down. UV, Bravo 4. They have locks.
Something peppered me. I'm not sure what.
New target acquired.
Oh, it's a Kasai. Oh, that's the other new legend mech that came out recently.
They learn both.
We got the dude at the back.
I do not want to be out here on the flank. I'm not sure
Right
where.
behind us.
Oh boy, I'm gonna drop.
Target spotted.
Oh, sorry, little Lurby. Oops, daisy. Bonk. Wish list for this mech though. Kind of wish it was a bit faster. Maybe an XL, but I don't want to give that much survivability up just to do that.
Acquired.
Crusader in the back line. Maybe I can help with that guy at the very least. I'm not sure what else to wish for. I mean, I started making this little list up, and then it's like, no, hang on, and then it's like, yep. No, don't do that. I wanted that. There we go.
Target destroyed.
25% of the enemies are eliminated.
You are dead. So, yes, I remember to unlatch my arms because you know my primary guns are my arms. You know, let's try and do something though. Come on.
Target acquired.
Target spotted. We're experiencing some losses. Don't
Enemy are having very different
get out
fights.
there.
Where did that guy go? Did that guy die? I hope he did.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
And the Night Star was behind me, that's why I couldn't move. Thank you, Night Star. That's very helpful of you letting me maneuver like that. Oh, someone's taking pot shots at us. Some long-range supports. There's still how...
The
Oh,
enemies
that didn't
are
look
half
good.
depleted. Keep pushing.
Are you coming over that ridge? That Night Star seems to think so as well. Come on, come on. Right. Anyway, I wish there was a laser version of medium laser. I think that'd be quite interesting. Why didn't they do that? A twin core medium laser. That would be nice. Then there's the bombast lasers. Actually, no, I'd be terrible with those. I sucked with them in Mech Warrior 4. I'd suck with them now. Don't know where the enemy is over there.
New target acquired.
Because the bombast laser is one you charge up and then let go. Even more powerful than the blazers, but kind of hard to use. Is that a Kasai again? Oh no, it's a supernova.
Target spotted. We've lost half our force. We can't lose any more soldiers.
I'm kind of surprised I'm latching my arms back, but just the loss of my cockpit is kind of... Oh, that guy's leg. Hang on.
Warning incoming missile.
Go away. I was trying to kill your teammate, not you. Have some decency. Let me kill things in peace.
Critical losses. We need you to fall
Torso critical damage.
That was a hyper assault course.
Critical
Oof.
damage.
Are we winning or losing? We are losing. And we are losing quite rapidly.
Right torso.
Oh, look at that, the hyper assault course.
Left arm critical damage. Right arm.
Boo!
control the surface.
Okay, that was a CT blast, that one. I feel like I did better there. I kind of regret having the blazers, though, I must admit. The problem with the blazers is the sluggish rate of fire. 396 dealt, 402 taken again, kind of decent. Maybe I should play this mech the way it's intended and actually fit mediums. Let me go poke around in the mech lab real quick. See how it goes.
Does that work?
So they can go to a different spawn point? I don't know. I thought that was the deal, but I'm a noob as far as that's concerned.
Aha! Once again, I teleport into the fray. Ooh, Vindicator.
Left, right, middle.
Don't see many of those.
Whoa. You're asking for questions to a commander here.
I feel like the most recent legendary update might have broken a few things because the game is kind of unstable.
Yeah, that's usually where there's a
So yeah.
up this way.
The blue dot.
The 3 matches I played today, none of them have started properly. And my load time seems to be alternating between steady to pause to super speed. And it's just like, yeah. So this is unstable. A hotfix is probably imminent. Because this is not working properly. Anyway, back to what I'm doing though.
Marauder 2, Bounty Hunter 2, mark target. Center torso open already.
Welcome to Mind Collective. The game mode is Skirmish. I'm trying not to talk too much over the guys, but if I don't, sounds like I'm not going to be able to say
The red
anything.
Reaper there as well,
So
with small lasers, SRM6s and a couple of large lasers.
Target acquired.
I'm not used to having
New
talkers in this game.
acquired.
The Warhammer.
So
Before.
I was thinking about doing mediums. I crunched the numbers on it.
Yeah.
Right now I've got decent-ish
I can't get it. Probably cool.
endurance and survivability. I've got decent speed, and I've got a focus on firepower. If I swapped out to medium lasers, my total alpha would be slightly more than 1 binary laser.
Target spotted.
Atlas coming.
So my burst is higher with these binaries. It's just that I could boost speed. I couldn't boost survivability unless I switched to a standard engine. That was a Gauss rifle of some description. My right arm is peppered. I don't blame the guy back there for backing off. I would do the same if I had half a chance. I kind of need to break forward and get out of here, so yeah.
Left torso on that red Reaper should have
I do not like where I am.
center torso on the Warhammer.
Target spotted.
There's a bunch of them there.
Unlatch my thing. Override.
Engage.
There it is. Right, I need to kind of try and get involved a bit more. My binary's not going to do anything unless I start actually using the
Target
trigger.
spotted.
You know? That was a heavy laser, I think. I don't know, I'm not super familiar. Anyway, yeah. If I switch to the mediums, my crowd would be a lot faster and could potentially stick mode in zombie form. But I would be trading like...
How's that guy not dead?
Yeah, he's dead now.
But instead, I would be trading off my raw burst damage
Yeah.
and my DPS.
Good.
So it's like, where do you want the balance to
Yeah,
lie? Do you want more
damage
damage
output into
output,
it.
or do you want a bit more survivability and more mobility?
Target spotted. We're experiencing some losses. Don't get
My mobility is
sloppy out
okay. It's not super bad. Hi! Yeah, I was going to say that the sense torso on that commando is going to be bad because I just put some blazers straight on it. So yeah, he backs off
there.
hard.
The enemies
Okay.
are eliminated.
What the heck?
Left arm critical damage.
Leave me alone.
Torso
Leave me alone.
critical damage.
Owie, 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 owie.
Destroyed.
Ow.
Right arm destroyed.
I am.
Left
That's
arm
kind of...
destroyed.
Yeah.
Extended damage.
Left
and-
torso
What the heck happened there?
critical damage.
Splat.
Any more soldiers?
Okay, 2 damage. I think that was just a sudden collapse there. It's like a lot of us died at once. And they just crunched in on top of us. Wow.
Taking critical
Artillery
losses. We
strike
need you to pull
online.
through.
Override engage.
I feel like I want to use more blazers
Critical.
or heavier weaponry. I'm not sure how I feel about just lasers in general.
Center torso
I mean, there's a...
critical damage.
This Vindicator's only got... Hey, it's that similar to me. Pair of binary lasers. I did consider a Vindicator for this loadout. So this guy kind of had the same idea. A St. Ives Blue, so he's a named one. Only the 2 binaries?
Warning incoming.
I wonder what else his loadout was.
Come in. Control the surface.
Oh, that Adder Cinder just got melted. Yeah, we were fighting for a while there and then just the front collapsed and everything got rolled over. That was a bit of an owie one, that one. Anyway, the binaries are nice for their punch. The problem is they're kind of tricky to use. They do run hot, and they are the equivalent of like trying to carry 2 large lasers into the fights. So that's what they do. They are more effective than having a pair of large lasers-ish. Slightly lower DPS because the increased burn time on them. But they do save a ton in return. Makes them a tempting prospect. I feel like I don't know. The times I've died, I don't think an increased mobility would have helped me. Not really. And I couldn't increase my armor because my armor was already kind of as good as the standard armor was going to get. Unless having a special armor type increases total armor points. I've always been a bit shaky on that rule. Hang on, I should probably check. I mean, they provide more armor per ton. Let's have a look. Mounting up to a light foe would require... Originally it did have, like... These guys, so if I put in light foe fibrous... No armor change. Fair fibrous. No armor change, no. So yeah, it doesn't change the total points, it's just the points per ton that change. So yeah, this is my attempt to do like an NG, a laser-based loadout. Considering how much I used to like laser focus on them, and yes, I realised I was doing the funny there as I said it, but it's like I used to focus on just energy weapons because of the whole no ammunition thing so much, but I don't think I was ever truly good with them. Which is kind of ironic to realise, but it's kind of true. I just feel like I get on better with ballistics and missiles, honestly. And this is kind of why I don't use the crab much as well. It feels like it struggles. Maybe if it had the engine instead and was just faster, flat out. I don't know. Kind of a middling loadout, I think. Definitely has a decent alpha strike on it, and if it can sustain its fire, it can lay out a lot of DPS while its heat holds out. But the hitboxes are great on this thing, but the armor isn't that strong. It's middling for a medium. And got to remember, this is actually a 50-tonner, so it's on the heavy side of mediums, but its armor is about average, I would say. Not too sure. Maybe a better engine and less firepower would be the way to go. Gotta remember, it's still a medium at the end of the day. It's not even a pocket heavy style medium, it's just flat out a skirmisher style medium, I think is what it's meant to be. But anyway, that was an attempt at a video. Attempt to do Stompy Stompy. Was it interesting? Yes. Useful? Maybe. Did I blow up? A lot. So, on those grounds, I count this video a success. Yes. I died multiple times. We have victory. But anyway, until next time though. This has been iMark3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps out me, helps the channel, gives me those virtual headbats I oh so crave. And I'll catch you all some other time. If you have anything you want me to try and do, just please let me know. That's why these MechWo Online videos are slowed down, and I'm not quite sure what I want to try and do. So I'm kind of back in the state I was before Christmas, if I'm going to be honest. So, yeah. Ugh. See you all later.